Usually when someone is charged with a serious crime, they have to put up some cash or something else that is of value to be able to be released from jail and to make sure that they'll be staying out of trouble and then showing up for court.
But one local judge has a different idea, and it's upsetting a lot of people who say that he's giving breaks that aren't deserved. Here's KDKA investigator Andy Sheehan.
As District Justice, I will work to end mass incarceration, to disrupt the school-to-prison pipeline, and to prevent evictions.
Endorsed by the Democratic Socialists of America, Mick Pappas ran for district justice as, quote, a progressive peacemaker, aiming to make the court system fairer for minorities and the poor.
Can you talk to me?
Yeah, sure.
It depends on what about.
But after a stunning victory, Pappas has become a lightning rod, accused of legislating his political philosophy from the bench.
Your critics would say you're an advocacy judge and that your actions are making the community less safe.
I would respectfully disagree. I don't know of any instance where that's the case.
In agreeing to sit down with me, Pappas said he couldn't talk about specific cases. But in the past 3 weeks, his rulings have made defendants happy while angering landlords, prosecutors, and police, refusing to grant evictions, balking at signing arrest and search warrants, and steadfastly refusing to set cash bail for crime suspects. He doesn't believe in it and even tweeted this, quote, update, in the past 2 weeks, I've set bail in over a dozen cases. Not once have I imposed cash bail. Not once has this resulted in chaos, collision, or calamity. Hashtag end cash bail.
Some people say, oh, you know, he's letting people go. This is because his courtroom has become a revolving door.
No, that's not accurate.
Pappas believes cash bail unfairly penalizes the poor because they can't post it while rich people can.
To require someone who's at that point innocent to give the one thing we know they don't have, which is money, as a condition of their release pending the outcome of their trial is going to come across as unfair to the defendant.
And he takes a similar stance on refusing to sign some arrest and search warrants, even though police privately grouse he's hindering their investigations. Pappas counters that he's not a rubber stamp, but a bulwark in protecting the rights of suspects.
Being that bulwark is the most essential function of a magistrate sitting there reviewing those warrants. And you're reviewing warrants. You're not just approving them. That's not the role. You review them to determine if probable cause is met.
But while these issues have simmered under the surface, others have boiled over here in City Court, where Pappas has been accused of overreach, like trying to hold veteran defense attorney James DePasquale in contempt of court, even though magistrates don't have the power to do that.
I've never, ever had or heard of a magistrate trying to invoke contempt powers whenever they don't have them, number one, and number two, I clearly was not in contempt in any event.
DePasquale is representing Mahmoud Yilmaz, accused of assaulting patron Jade Martin at Milano Pizza uptown. DePasquale claims Pappas refused to let him cross-examine Martin because Pappas had already taken sides against his client.
He's a young guy, and he's a socialist. I assume he thinks that it was outrageous that that situation transpired as it transpired.
Your critics say you're not an unbiased, neutral arbiter, that you are an advocacy judge with a philosophy of social justice. Your response?
My response is that take some time to get to know me. I know that we're fresh off of a campaign, but I'm very confident that what folks will see is a judge making thoughtful, considered decisions from the position of a neutral arbiter.
And while Pappas concedes there's a learning curve to this job, he has no plans of conceding his principles. We'll let you know how that goes. At the Municipal Courts building downtown, Andy Sheehan, KDKA-TV News.